Boomer Bust Real World Edition. Guess who went back to work in USD 428 today? I was working with the new teachers, talking to them about how I work as an instructional technology coach in the school and about what I'd be doing during the school year. So soon, Thursday, I will be going back to work full-time, 40 hours a week in my passion field, education. I spent 7 years as an English teacher after getting my bachelor's degree in education. I spent a year as a gifted facilitator after getting my master's in education, and now I work as an instructional technology coach, trying to use the best of my skills and abilities to help not only just my classroom, because I don't have a classroom, but all the teachers in the building, all the students in the building, and whoever I can help over summer in the district to improve the whole district and the whole community with digital literacy. I love education. That's kind of why I wanted to open Mindscope Games, where I could answer my phone. Mindscope Games, or Games Build Brains. This store is an extension of my husband's and I love for education. I mean, these games, they're games that are meant for parents to play with kids to teach early literacy. Math concepts like counting or patterns. Board games teach a lot. I'm the type of person, I don't know how many types of women there are out there in the world like this, but I first touched magic cards when I was 9 years old. I was selling them by the time I was 13, and when I got to my ACT and I was looking over the word choice, words like opalescence, catastrophe, alluring, I knew them because they were magic cards that I'd played with, seen the picture for, and done the effect. So my vocabulary, a large part of it, I think is thanks to the design team for Magic the Gathering that put some pretty good names on their cards. My son plays Pokemon, and he learned to multiply in kindergarten because he wanted to be able to use Pokemon, the Mewtwo X-Ball ability. And we didn't really directly teach him how to multiply, but he so much liked that card and he wanted to play it, so he learned by absorption. And Daniel and I are educators, going back to work full-time, that believe enough in the power of self-learning, of having fun and building skill at the same time, that we started Mindscope Games. But now the scary part is upon me. I'm a mom, I'm an educator, I'm a small business owner. I used to think I was a runner. I like to try to have a life, but I'm going to be a small business owner in month 3 of owning a business and working full-time at a job that, yeah, I work those hours, but then I get emails at home, I have to run a social media account. My job, as long as my cell phone's in my pocket, my job's kind of on sometimes, so we'll see how it goes. I think Mindscope Games is doing well. We have a lot of local support. Me, my dad, and my husband have all been in the shop a lot over summer. We kind of live here. It's fun to us. We hang out when we don't necessarily need to. We know the product fairly well. We know our customers fairly well. They care about us. They're loyal. Actually, we've had great reception in our hometown. Great Bend's been really good to us, and I'm excited about what's coming. And I honestly think that the stuff on the shelves, it won't sell itself, but I think we put every dollar that the business has made back into the business so far. We haven't taken any paychecks or drawn any money out, so we've almost doubled the inventory that sits inside the store. And I think we could really sell what's in the store for a little while, and I don't have to run the type of hoops and internet sales and trying to do magic tricks to get a profit line. I'm hoping that soon the store really can support itself for a monthly income that pays people. But this is the biggest boom or bust risk. My husband and I have a mortgage. We have a house that we rent out in Salina. We don't have any car debt. The only credit card debt we have, we pay off at the end of the month automatically. We don't have college debt. We work to pay that down. And we're putting our risk in our business. But that said, too, we want to keep our lifestyle. So neither of us quit our job when we became small business owners. Whew! Isn't that kind of a crazy sentence? In our family, we own a small business, and nobody quit their job. Okay, soak that in for a little bit. Now, I had dreams that we could get a small business manager to run the shop full-time, and then maybe I'd come in 2 nights a week. Maybe my husband would come in 2 nights a week. You know, most of my work would be phone calls. It's a lot harder to write procedures than you think, and it's a lot harder to find someone that can not only do all the store stuff, but then would be able to do the online stuff and wouldn't quit 3 months later and try to compete against you with the knowledge you handed them. So I don't have a game store manager yet. I'd love to find one, but it's just so hard. Like, I'm still learning so much about online sales that until the store produces enough income on its own through the cash register that runs up here, I don't know that a store manager is what we're going to do. But we've been growing great. Last month was good. Last month was amazing, actually, way past the projections I put in the business plan. And today on Facebook, we hit 500 likes. It might not seem like a big deal, but that's actually one of our main venues for people to support us when they share our videos, when they like or comment, when they join our groups. We have a Facebook group for player connections with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, Dungeons & Dragons, board games, HeroClix. If you know a game and you want us to help you find a community, we're the connectors. We in a way, sell social, so that's part of the job, too. And I think we're doing pretty well. Those 500 likes on Facebook are actually a pretty big deal, and I'm hoping videos like this where I tell you my heart and that I'm scared to be a full-time working lady with a business and 2 children, and that somehow that helps build an affinity for our business, and that people want to come in and say, hey, you guys are educators? What can Epic Resort do for me and my kids? What's the age group that should start working with this? How do I leverage workers' talents to draw in hapless tourists and fantasy heroes? You know, as educators, we would really love to help our community get this stealth learning in, to build a better foundation for early literacy in our community, for free time being meaningful interactions with other people, and, you know, reading and math while you're playing a game of Magic the Gathering or whatever it takes. I think there's a lot of value in Mindscope games, and I'm scared to work full-time and run a business, but I think it's doable, and I think we have the support, and our numbers have been good, and Facebook's been nice to us, and maybe we'll expand out more from there. We have a YouTube channel, we have those Facebook groups, I do have a Twitter account and Instagram, but I've been using it for my book. It just, you know, it's hard. It's hard to be in a business and know your goals. Like, one of the goals has to be earning money, or what are you doing? Like, I love that people can sit at our tables and make friends. That's huge to me. I love that parents can come in and pick up a game like the Logic Labyrinth and then go home with their kids and try to help them have fun while they're learning. I really do think that Mindscope games will help build brains in Great Bend, help build community and the bonds. I believe in those things. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, I go home and I wonder how much I see my kids, and I believe in my kids too. There's just a lot of sacrifices, and those sacrifices are worth it. But, you know, Dear Diary camera, I'm a little afraid of it, and I think we can do well, but I kind of wonder. I can think of the times where I was really busy in my life, where I was taking like 18 hours, I was playing softball, I was leading the creative writing club, I was a vice president for Habitat for Humanity, and I was engaged in planning a wedding. Like, whoa, that junior year of college, that was intense, and maybe you could question my sanity at parts during that school year. I can remember when my son was born and I was going back to school soon as an AP language teacher who used to grade hours at a time to get the kids their essays the next day, and how I thought, oh, my life's got to change now because I have to be able to spend time with my kid. How am I going to balance work and family? And then my mom ends up in the hospital for 3 months with a terminal illness that, you know, life changed after that because I lost my mom. Those are probably 2 of the harder times in my life that I can really think of. Maybe my junior year of high school, after I lost my brother, who was born with myotonic muscular dystrophy. And, you know, this moment in time shouldn't compare to that, but this might be the intellectually hardest, most challenging, busiest time of my life. Yeah, welcome to it. I chose it. And it's fun, but, well, this is the boom or bust. Can I handle going back to work full-time? Running a business where I'm the main communicator with distributors, doing the research, in charge of acquisitions, whether it's first-hand or second-hand, used goods, trying to make those procedures, maybe getting to the point one day where I can hire somebody. Can I be a good wife, a good mom, a good employee, a good business owner? Who knows? But I'm gonna step up to the plate and get ready to swing the bat. So we'll see. Mindscope Games has had a good first 2 months. We've got our Facebook support. We've got our community built up, and they care about being loyal because they think hey, this is my favorite place in Great Bend. Of course I want to support it so it sticks around. And our online sales, that's kind of what we've done best. It hasn't made us $100,000 in a year ever or anything, but it pays the bills. So, boom or bust. Can Darcy make it as a small business owner, full-time educator, while her husband is a full-time educator and small business co-owner, and my dad is watching my kids during the day and running the shop 3 nights a week and helping us out. But we do have a little bit of plan change, so we're actually going to expand the days that we're open. We're not open on Tuesdays currently, and during the school year, we're going to be open more days. More service to Great Bend, more play space, more play time. We are going to move our hours from probably 4 to 8 o'clock, and we're just going to see if we can make it work. Because we got those kids, we care about them, and hopefully people think this is a destination spot, and they'll make it during the hours we're open. We'll see. Boom or bust. Who knows what's happening next month.